I'm Abby, this is Haley. We're in Ketchikan, Alaska. We're going to give you a little garden tour. Everything's a little bit behind schedule here because we've had just about the rainiest May on record, so things have been slow. But we'll start inside the fence here. We have some onions, a bunch of flowers, some lettuce, and I'll be planting out some beans and probably a few other things here soon. We also have all of our perennial herbs, rhubarb, and then all of our fruit. We have 3 apple trees, 2 cherry trees, a little strawberry patch, some honeyberries, some blueberries, and some gooseberries. Alright, and I think you can kind of see here on the left just how much the weeds are taking over these metal beds. I started out with these metal beds. Everyone said they were a good idea, but they're really hard to weed around. So this year we fenced this area new this year. This is kind of a new part of the garden. We're going with these rows where we can put down weed barrier in between and then hopefully stay on top of the weeds a little bit more. We'll see how that goes. Alright, so I already mentioned on this side it's mostly onions, greens, flowers, and a bunch of herbs. Over here we have mint, lemon balm, chives, lavender, oregano, rosemary, and then this is a big rhubarb plant that actually came up with Jeff's family from Colorado in 1986 when they moved to Prince of Wales. And then when his mom moved back down to Arizona, we dug it up and brought it over here. So it's a well-traveled rhubarb plant. Over here we have some raspberries, some more herbs. This bed over here is kind of my cabbage, broccoli, kale, carrot bed right now. Things are going slow here, so I've kind of waited to plant out some of these other beds. But we will fill all these beds in with probably carrots, beets, lettuce, that sort of thing. We have 3 apple trees. That's yellow transparent, a Williams Pride, and an early pink lady cross. We don't ever get apples off that one because it flowers later than the other 2, so that was a mistake. Also have some honeyberry bushes through here. So that's one of the honeyberry bushes, and they're kind of down that way as well. There is our strawberry patch. Getting some strawberries. And then over here in these planters we have blueberry bushes. You can see just how much the weeds are overtaking this. And then that's one of our cherry trees, and there's the second cherry tree. Alright, over here, this is kind of all of our deer-resistant stuff. So we have garlic, and then mostly a bunch of potatoes. I'm going to try some winter squash too. I've never really had great luck, but I guess I've been trying the wrong varieties. So I guess some varieties are sensitive to day length, so we get really long days in the summer. So the buttercups, and I don't know, all the ones I tried didn't work out. So we're trying to try spaghetti squash and a few others this year. Alright, now we'll check out the greenhouse. This is a Planta greenhouse, and this is our second growing season here. I've got just a ton of little starts in here because of the cold start to the year. A lot of stuff I've tried to plant out has died or been eaten by slugs because it just grows so slow. So I just keep growing more. I think that's kind of the key here, is always have more plants than you need, and usually I end up needing them all, so it's not really more than I need. Alright, so down here we've kind of been eating off this for the past month or so. We have lettuce, radishes, carrots, green onions, some beets, and then some broccoli and cabbage that hopefully will grow. These fava beans I planted as a cover crop, so those are probably going to come out soon. Right here, are you ready? Right here, these yellow flowers that Haley loves. This is kale that, I thought, we overwintered, so we're eating it through the winter, which was really nice. And then I thought I'd let it go to seed, but it's taken a lot longer for the seeds to mature than I anticipated, so we might end up cutting this out here pretty soon. And then back here we have our tomatoes, and then I'll be planting some cucumbers and some more beans over here on the other side. And then over here, this is new this year for us. This is our chicken coop. We got 4 buff Orpington chickens through the local hardware store. And this is actually only their 3rd day outside. I don't think they've really figured out the ramp yet, so let's go look over on the other side. This is our big sweep out door. And there are the ladies. Hi, girls.